Hey everyone, welcome back to Transport Fever and welcome back to Speedrun, the series where we get a country and speedrun it to $100 million. Today we will be doing New Zealand by the potato. This is going to be an interesting one. It is a very long island and it means that the gameplay is a little bit slow at the start, but it does run away at the end. As always, we'll be running without mods. Advanced settings will be set to whatever the map has by default, and basic is the same. So let's get into it. And welcome to New Zealand. Super long. Here's the southern island and here's the northern island. The distance of the map is definitely going to push us to the limit because it means that it takes a long time for a round trip, and so there's a lot of delays in getting money. Much like with Australia and particularly with Australia, we're going to be focusing on quite long routes to really increase the profitability. The trick is to go a long distance. And there's a really obvious example right here. There's a logs to planks right here, but since it's so close, it wouldn't make much money. You're much better off coming from over here and getting more money for the long haul. So as always, we're just going to have the speed set to 1 times, and we will be starting in the game's default of 1850. And let's get into it. The clock will start when I run or press play. I'm going to run it at 4 speed because I, in particular, want to get the innovation going. So to begin with, I'm going to focus on things that can be done quite quickly. As I said, this route across here is pretty good. Anything on the coast is always attractive, so getting this grain somewhere so we could get a grain around the coast as well. And yeah, you just want things that can go a long way pretty fast. I think this up to here is good because then we can backhaul the oil and get it into there. So that's something we can focus on. I'm going to start off by getting some boats done. Boats at the start are pretty good. They're not too expensive and have a pretty good return. And so we'll shove that out there. I moved it across a little bit to the left, give us a bit of space, because I think we may actually end up with multiple ports here, or multiple docks. And that goes down there and gives us a tendril. And we'll go over here. So the planks needs to go, yes, right, over here. I've played this a couple of times. It is hard to get this one to balance right. So that's why I'm being a little bit methodical here, because it does run away and make you lose money very easily. So I'm going to put this, hold down C to stop collisions, and we'll put that right about there. And we're going to get our very first line done, and we'll go from here to here. So pretty straight. There's a little bit of wastage as it goes around the corner from a money point of view, but it will be okay. Let's get down our dock. I think we're going to spawn them from this end because this is where they pick up. And let's get one on there. The Riggy is the fastest, 22 versus 25, so it's all about speed, and they also got the same capacity. This guy doesn't help us because it's oil. So I'm just going to start with 1. My plan is to get things moving, and then we'll start scaling it up. At the moment, that line is only running at 18, and we'll want to send 400. So we do need to invest in a lot of things. Is this called Gisborne? It is. So it's going local, so we're not going to have a wasted route there. I do want to make sure that we get in the ports and stuff, or the infrastructure, before we lose money. So that way, it's just a matter of adding some additional rolling stock to things rather than not even having a line to invest in. So we'll go like that, another line, and I think it's going to be wise, particularly at this start of the game with the money situation where it is, to really micromanage it. So for example, if we wanted the boat between here and here, what we should do is assign it to this line, get it to do the wood, 1 load, and then bother to reassign it over here. And so I am going to get 1 more boat and we're going to put it on line 1, but it's destined to go to line 2. Now, logs are 2 to 1, so risky for every 2 boats. Actually, that's even a little bit further than that. Oh, it's about the same distance. Yeah, so we're going to need probably, say we have 10 on this, we'll need 5 on this. When it comes to spanners, well, there's a really obvious thing right there. So we can do this. I'm going to do my standard 2 and 1 at 20 meters. I am not spending $100,000 on that. That is ridiculous. 50, 49. Why are you so expensive? Really? Yeah, well, we'll do that. Not a fan of that, I must say, but I do want it to work and have it pre-configured. So that will go from there to there. I don't think I'm going to put anything on that for now. Yeah, much like the red line, that can wait. There's a log here. I'm not seeing anything on this coast that's obvious. All right, I think we need to get to the point where we have steam going. I did like the idea. When I first did this, I actually used this one and went down like that. But I'm much more tempted to get this one, come up to here, and then backhaul and really double up the amount of money. So, yeah, let's go into the route error. I've got a feeling we can probably get away with 160 here. It's going to be a relatively straight run anyway, so I'm going to put it out here in the middle of nowhere, and we'll find some tendrils. I don't know, if I go like that, it's $7,000. Oh, this road's cheaper. Interesting. Okay. So, looks like we'll be using that road. And yeah, let's get some track going. I want to be really careful here. I'm kind of aiming for maybe $1 million worth of debt here. So hopefully we'll stay above like $1.5 million. Hills are a little bit scary. I think that's going to be the trick for this particular map is avoiding hills. I think, yeah. I think going up, down, up, down, up, down is going to be the wisest choice here. And I think I'm just going to have to accept. Ooh, that's really expensive. Can we go this way instead? If I get rid of the road, and we'll just put that back. Oh, 200,000. Oh, that was stupid. Yeah, I don't know. That's gonna. That's not a railway track donut. Try that again. Yeah, let's go like this. This will turn into 2-track, of course, at some point, but that can definitely wait. And around we go. Keep away from the water. Ooh, that's a long way to go. That's a long way to go. That's a lot of money. And we should be okay, though. Get rid of that road. Actually, I might put that back just so it has a tendril in case I do want to do a road thing on it. And I'm threading the needle where I'm kind of seeing it being a little bit flatter. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, this is going to be an expensive run. Expensive run. Yeah, this map is hard to get right. 200,000? No. We can get better than that. 160, 125. Yeah, these hills are a killer. I think a cutout, increases the price. Yeah, so it does give you the cheapest if you drag it. Oh, I'm just going to have to cut my losses, aren't I? Yeah, these hills are terrible. maybe I should have come around this way. Yeah, I'm going to try to get a discount here. I don't know if I get my money back. Do I get my money back? I don't. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, mistakes are being made. Mistakes are being made. Yeah, let's go this way. And that way, maybe that grain place can get picked up later. And you know what? I think we are at the point where we're going to have to cut our losses, and that's good enough. And that will reach from a road point of view, please. Please don't tell me I'm wrong. And yep, that reaches. All right, line. That was risky. That was a risky. So let's go. Well, that's not the line with. We're still not at the. We're still not at the crude oil. That was a mistake. Okay, so let's configure this. All right, let's configure this. I don't think I'm getting this done ultra efficient today. Yeah. And then cargo buildings. Why can't I put that on the side? Oh, you have to have the oh, that's annoying. You have to have the platform on the side to do that? That's stupid. And we'll do that. All right. And then I'll be in and out. And that can come over here. Please do a tendril somewhere, please. Please tell me you reach. You do. All right. Round we go. You can snap. And then that will go down to one lane. That can go down to one here for now. I just want to have a passing track. And let's get over to here. And oh, money. There it goes. All right. Gotta be very careful here. I'm going to leave about at least $1 million, or at least $2 or $3 million in the bank, so that we can afford the train itself. Because if we get this down and don't have a train, then we are doomed. And hopefully we have what looks to be a industry for this. Because there is fuel there, interesting. I'm actually going to configure this, and we'll put a, yeah, well, I think I might move platform. How am I going to do this? I'm just going to do it this way. We'll put this here and extend the road. Extend the road. And that should touch some of the town. The town of Palmerston North has good, yeah, so a lot of the fuel's down this corner. So we'll get instant coverage. Awesome. All right, which means we will have crude flying through the whole way up to the oil plant, from the oil down, turn it into fuel, from fuel come down to here, deliver it to town, and then pick up more crude and rinse repeat. That is the making of a very good line. So from here, please go to here, come back to here, and come back to there. And then what we will do is on the way out, I am going to put signals are on the right hand side, and that line will go via that signal on the way there, and then you can be on platform 2. Platform 2, make sure that's the long one, not the short one, so we get length. All right, let's get our depot down so that we can get some rolling stock going. And we'll do it towards the station so the train can come in and make money straight away. And let's get our first train done. Slim pickings, 40, 40, 40, 45. The newtons are 60, 26. I think these are not good. Let's go with this. And we are probably going to max, let's get up to 7.5 million. And be very careful here. And then from a wagon point of view, I think the weight is really important. So these are all 7, 7, 7. That's a 5. So basically, this is, what's that? Yeah, 7 divided by 10. 7 divided by 10. 5 divided by 6. So that's per weight unit is lighter. And it is 2. So this is 3/4 the price for not 3/4. Yeah, this is actually more efficient. I'm going the lighter one because see how it's poor? This thing's going to struggle to move. All right. We have, in theory, what could be a very profitable line. You know what? Pause. I'm going to get this. Not stupid. Let's get as much oil as we can onto this. Because every little litre of oil that it moves is better off. And if it's slow, it's slow. You know what? You need to be changed so that you will wait until full and come back here, buddy, because I do not want you to be spending 26 minutes for a round trip. So even at 4 times, so it's going to take 6 minutes of real life to do that. All right, so yeah, off you go. Where are we with money? So we have $7.5 million left. If we look at those lines, the boats are going fantastic. So I think that means we can invest in this. So we're making, what's this, about $400,000 a year. And so if we want to buy a new boat, it's about $550. So yeah, so it's going to take a while for it to be net positive, but then it will run away. So let's give this probably another 3 boats-ish. We'll buy as many as we can. That's only 2. That can go into there. And then whoever is over here, so this guy, consumers, it doesn't say here because there's nobody on the line. You can be reassigned to line 2. Back you come. And where are you? So is this Cape? Nope, this is Weniki. So you come back here. And then I'm going to configure this. We're going to give this another dock, another landing, and I'm going to change that terminal over to 2. You can see the red thing there. And then this is going to be configured so that please do not go until you are full. And you, for the 3rd time, come back here. Come back to there. And then, as we can see, instantaneous 20 on there. Great news. So that's going to come up north. We can turn that on so we can see it. And then this guy up here is going to say, hey, by the way, please send me a 100. This is where we can start playing with rates. When the money starts coming in, we can start deciding, you know, making sure that the effort's going in the right place. All right, so where do we want to put a car depot? Because I'm not going to be making many guys to go over here because these guys want 23, so I need to buy like 4 cars. So let's put the road thing maybe in a town. We're going to grab one more $500,000 and we will put this, that can go right there. And then I'm going to buy just 1 cargo and we're going to put that on line 3, and that means that this guy will ask for goods, but it's already asking for 100, but then it will start sending 23 up the line. So yeah, this guy's barely gonna cover its cost, but it will get want going. All right, where do spanners need to go? Because what we want to do is really make this line run at 400, or run at 400 no matter what. We want this guy then to turn it into 200, which it will do, but actually want to ship it. So we want 200 to come up here. If this guy receives 200, it will send 200. Currently, from a consumer point of view, we're at 0. So there's currently 23 there. But if we can get this guy up and up, you know, the effort to come over here is kind of like paid out. I hope that makes sense. So who else wants the tools? And so let's have a look along the coast. Plymouth does, so that's good. So we could just use a boat for that. Once it gets to there, we could road it across to Akuni. And yeah, that would mean that these guys want 59, these guys want 16. So there's about 70 coming down here. A Rigi, one of these things, holds 70. So basically an entire boat full would come down. A boat full of stuff will cover the backhaul cost of being empty. So let's get that done. So that way, you know, this whole production chain is kind of like making money for us. This can be small, just be... Do I want to go around the tip? No, that's gonna be terrible. Can we justify $250,000? I think we can. You got to spend money to make money. Hopefully that's going to reach. It does. And we'll go over here. Technically, we could try to use the boats also for passenger service, but experience tells me that never pays out well. I do not want to lose that person's house. Go away. I would like coverage like that. Look at that. See the white coverage? It nearly perfectly covers the entire town. That worked out really well. So new line, and we're going to come from here and go down to here. And then we're going to say, hey, wait until full. One of the things we can do is, as a boat comes up here and drops off its load of planks, like for example this guy, well not this guy, he's the only guy, we can reassign them once off around here. So how are we going with money? So I think we can afford one more ship. Nope, we cannot. Right, so if we can't afford money for that, how is the train going? So the train line is making money. Okay, this is where we need to spend our focus. We've got $1 million profit. So let's focus on that. We'll make the train bigger and bigger and bigger. Where are you? Over here. And that should work out well. So consumers, what do you have here? So you've got one production. Okay, very, very tiny. This does reach, right? Yeah. So where are you going? So suppliers is trying to get 29 from the top. And, oh, it's because it wasn't anything. And, all right, so there's 28 on here. 28 is going to come down here. That 28 should turn into something else. And we had coverage here, right? We had coverage here. So it's all around there. Ah, the Russians turned up. That's what I've been waiting for. And there's 300, yeah. Okay, so what can we do with this vehicle? What can we do with this vehicle? Can we get some more on it? And get one more on it. All right, so finances wise. Okay, so each trip is, okay, it's probably with the debt, yeah, probably making about $250,000. Let's have a look at the thing. I think the boats might be the best choice right now to invest in. The train's going to take a while to kick in. What's line 5? I think like, oh, there's nothing on it yet. Where is this? Oh, this is the boat line. Okay. So money, money, money. This is why I was talking about how it's kind of tight, this one. We could do some cheap ones. Like we can bring the bread over. And this is pretty easy to get it into town. So yeah, there's some cheap things we can do. If we keep these sane and don't waste money too much, we can 50, 60, come on, keep it down. All right. And we can just do some micro ones. These things tend to make about, I don't know, maybe $100,000 a year. Not a huge amount. Where did we put that car place? I think it's way up here. Yeah, it's way up there. So let's make Hamilton our car-centric place. Money's not good. All right, we're in our last last loan amount. This is where it gets a little bit dangerous. So 30, 35, I'm gonna have to be really careful with money. If I have to come over here, yeah, $12,000. I am not wasting 20 grand. And let's buy 5 of those. And then they can go on that line. And then from a town point of view, they want 72. Damn, they want a lot. And it's over here. So let's have one more line over here. And I'm going to not waste money by making another station. I'm just going to give this another platform. And okay, there we are. We are in the negative. So it's not, I think it's more profitable to send this over there than it is to worry about getting something into town. Because all the town's going to do is cause growth. I mean, you get some money for the delivery for sure. But yeah, we are now at the stalemate point. The good news is this guy is about to make some money as the oil comes in. Lots of trains turning up. The good trains are turning up. 1957, 1958 is when the first trains with horsepower turn up. So it is tempting to do something like, oh, $1 million. Yes. So if we wanted to dupe this train, this is a $2 million train. Now, I think we need to get to about the $5 or $10 million route before that becomes possible. I think we're better off investing in this because, so each boat's $500,000 and it's going to take a couple of years to pay off. You know what? The train may be the best way to do this because it is the one making the serious bank. Yeah, so, all right. I'm going to do a micro one. This is probably a waste of money. I probably shouldn't do this. But I am going to make a line that goes from here over to here. And we will put one vehicle on that just to get that moving. And yeah, I think the train is what we should do. So let's manage that vehicle, edit it. There's no way we can afford to change the train itself, but we can afford to put a couple more carriages on this. I think I think we just slowly need to build up the capacity and hope that this guy, yeah, that's where our money went, cutting and things like that. Yeah, this Northern Ireland and these humps really did cut into the finances. Yeah, so I would like to put a boat on this one, but it will lose money. It will ask for 59, so yeah, it's a bit partial. It'll take a while for it to pay off the boat, but I think we'll get there in like half an hour or so. All right, so I think we've kind of maxed out what we can do on this island. Is there a stone situation? So who's the supplier? Okay, it's on this island. So that's another plausible train route. Where's the oil? It's over here. So we could join that line, leverage some of the capacity. So when this becomes two track, yeah, we can come over here and we probably can get that going. The thing about stone is they only want 100. So as much as, it's great and all that, it's a good train one, this isn't going to ship 400. It's only going to take 100. So you have to be really careful with stone because it's not like with timber where it wants to send 400 and it will actually receive 400. So just because you can produce it doesn't mean you're going to send it. So that's why I always like to start with logs and also with crude. So, all right, $32,000. Let's have a look. So from a balance point of view, that line into town is costing us a little bit of money, but that's fine. Then we can deal with that. Line 2, surprisingly, is not making money. So this one, is this guy right here? No, he's actually, oh, he's got stuff on. 69, awesome. So he sat round, waiting for his 3 minutes, and then was nearly at capacity. So that's good news. So when he gets up there, the finances should kick in another, probably more. I think, where's the chart thing? Yeah, so we only sent 20 last time. And so this time it will be 70, so 2.5 times that. So it's going to be about $1 million. Yeah, that's going to do us well. So what does the dock look like? Are you overwhelmed? Yeah, so if we had another boat there right now, you can... No, don't sell. Oh, that was stupid. I was trying to do reassign. That was silly. All right. That was dumb. All right, can we dupe one? Yeah, let's put this back on the line. All right, this guy, oh, I'm so upset with myself. All right, ship number 1. I was going to try to increase the speed then, but it's already running as fast as it can. It's a little bit molasses. I'm okay, so we're kind of like, we're at the 30-minute mark. We're about 25 minutes of actual gameplay. We've made progress. Apart from me doing that stupid thing there right then. How are we going with terminals? Okay, so the building itself, this building gives us 260, so we don't have a capacity problem. When this guy gets here, I'm going to reassign them to a line number 2. Is this guy just arriving? They are. And look at that, 9 up to there. Oh, that's awesome. And so this guy, okay, made a little bit of money. It's running quite slow here, just at 4. But it can trundle away. It wants 27, so we probably could dupe that for. Yeah, it's going to take a while. So this vehicle can be duped. He can have a friend. You're coming back, which is fine. Have you arrived yet? You have done it. So you use this button, donut. Are going to be on that. And is this Kauai? It is. Turn around. So boats 1 and 2 are now on this route. And apart from the boat I destroyed because I'm an idiot, that is there. We can afford one more. All right, this is slowly building up. The thing about the boats is they do take a couple of years to pay off, but you know, after that they start slowly building up. And this will probably be one of our most profitable lines at the end. I mean, it is at the moment. The oil, why are you being so negative? Is it just because of where you are in the sequence? Where are you? Yeah, you're about to come to this end and make some money. And so, manage the vehicle. Yeah, we're negative now. If I want to put on one more of these, it's another 145 grand. Man, that's a lot of expense to pay back. So $2 million of expense to buy it, not to mention its running cost. Yeah, it's going to take 1 or 2 trips to pay this train off. So... yeah, not great. Is there anything that's obvious where we can get more leverage? So, for example, the fuel. So, the fuel could go down to Wellington as well. So, yeah, money is... are we maxed out? We are maxed out. We're going to have to put a road in. It's probably about $100,000. Wellington, you want 66 fuel. Okay, so that... could be quite profitable. It would be great that if this guy could ship a fair bit, because we've got like what's the train take? The train takes, it's got a capacity of 80. Did you only take 29? Oh, this is the return. Okay, yeah, yeah. So it's got a capacity of 80. And so it gets to here, drops it off, and then if the... well, it's 2 to 1, isn't it? So it's 80 that way, but only 40 here. So that's going to have 40 per run. This guy will take most of it. We're going to need... it's going to be wise to get another crude runner on this, but this town alone is enough to consume what we're doing so far. We do have $1 million in the bank. I think what I'm going to do... is dual track this a fair bit. I'll give it lots of little passing lanes. And we don't have to spend money on the entire route. We just need to give the train a chance to pass itself. I'm trying to find some flat spots where it's not going to cost us a huge amount of money. And yeah, for now, if the train has to pass itself, it can do it there. Let's do another one in here. I'm just looking for areas where the ground's pretty flat. I can go there, signal. Got to remember we're on the right-hand side. I'm so used to the Eris tour. That's Taylor Swift. So used to the Eris map that it's on the other side. Let's put another one in here. There's a little bit of a hill there, which is a bit more expensive than I like. And I can go like that. Signals. And these signals cost money. So you can pass there, pass over there. Let's do one more over here. I mean, obviously I can dual track it the whole way, but that's going to cost money. Mind you, the signals cost money, so yeah. And then I hope that they're long enough. Then it's going to pass there by default, and then we'll have one more here. Probably don't need it here, but I'll do it anyway. And at some point, I'll just change this whole thing to dual track. And done. All right, 1.5 million. How much are you costing, dude? I think it was 2 point something million? Yeah, 2.5. So you're about to get a friend. You're only going at 15. So is that because you're pulling out of the station? Okay, it's because you're pulling out of the station, because you dropped off. Okay. So have I made these long enough? And where are you? Oh yeah, it's plenty of length. Plenty of length. So I don't think we are financially in the situation where I can afford to change the engine. I would love it to change to something with a little bit more horsepower. So this is 45. So from a speed point of view alone, 55 would be great. It's going to bring it up by about $300,000 a year. $300,000 to buy it, and then per year, it's another 50 grand. Yeah, this would barely probably cover costs if I flipped it out. Yeah, but I don't think that speed's going to help. The traction, it might get up to speed a lot faster. So, yeah, I think I prefer just to dupe this for what it is. Are you okay? You've arrived. And yeah, this is obviously overwhelmed. Right, 2.0. Now, question is, do I wait for it to come back, or do I invest in the logs a bit more? How's this line going? From a finances point of view, I think we're better off with the train. I think the train is going to do us better from a profitability point of view. Once we get 2 trains going, we can then worry about the getting everything up to capacity. Right, it's starting to get overloaded, which is great. So I'm going to get that up to there. Finances, we're making 5 grand, whatever. But I don't want everything to be a waste. 45, still not fast enough. We really want 55 or a little bit more speed. All right, what else can we do? That's a micro benefit. So coal and iron is another one of the great ones. If we can get those up to here, it's a pretty good distance. I mean, a boat would fit there, but I don't think I can get a boat over there, and obviously that one's not. So that would be positive. The other thing we could do, I don't think we're there right now, is we could try to get it from this island. Let's actually could take a quick scan down here. I've been kind of focused on the North Island. Is there anything obvious in here where we can make money? So there's crude here. We could boat it up to here, but that's too far inland for a boat. That looks chaotic when it comes to a train. Yeah, those mountains really make this unattractive. We could maybe squeeze through here with a tunnel and get... Yeah, that's a thing. I think that's a late game when we're up in the 20 million range. I think we might finish off the push for the money down here somehow. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything obvious. If the crude could come, yeah, that's not great, not great. So we have fuel. We could, yeah, once this ramps up, we'll get Wellington going, and then we might be able to boat it over to here. So how much do you want? You want 39, and Christchurch wants another 79. Yeah, so we could probably, from an oil baron point of view, satisfy those. They're 100, so we can probably get a boat down here, drop off, then come back, and then, yeah, really have probably a train line down to here, maybe? Yeah, I'm not sure. All right, so we're at 1.5 million. Come on, we need that train to arrive. It's about to happen. Hopefully, this is going to be enough to get us to 2.5, and we can dupe this. If I can't, then what I'll do is I'll cut my losses, and we'll just make one that's shorter. Because we don't have to dupe the whole train. The important thing is just to get the rate up. So let's have a look at the profits. 3 million. All right. Managed line, dupe. And the great news about that is it's going to get duped at the far end. It's going to get duped down here. So it's going to come over here and immediately pick up stuff. This station's, yeah, completely overwhelmed. Right, the line is now running at 66, which is nothing. All right, from a length point of view, we can afford about another 4. So let's see if... ooh, so 55. Interesting. So if we edit these, that new one... Yeah, the price per year is growing. This is the its competition. So these are both 55. Newtons are going up, and tractive effort's going up. Top speed's the same. Yeah, so risky, you're paying for the energy. You're going to get the same speed. Yeah. I think what we'll do is keep on duping these. We're negative again. So let's have a look at our things. Line 1. Why are you losing money? You shouldn't be. It's because we're about to have a couple of deliveries. Everything's kind of inbound right now, so it's very cyclic. And that's good. And then line 5, we still have $0 on it because we're still not shipping anything. How much are you producing? Are you producing... So you're willing to produce 100. Yes, you're receiving 69, but only 30 people are taking it. So if we put a boat on this, New Plymouth will take 61. So 61 plus 90. Yeah, we'll go up to 100. Yeah. I think it's time to do that. Is there a boat around this end? There's one there. We could reassign that. The only risk about doing that is the rate would drop a bit. Yeah, what we should do is we should get this all the way up to 100, because it will accept 100 without shipping it. And then once it's running at 100, then we'll deal with... Yeah, because unless it's inbounds generating enough, there's no point having an outbound that generates enough. Ooh, money is negative. Come on. Come again. Let's have a look at the overloaded. This is another good way of looking at the progress. So if it's poor, it means you don't have enough vehicles assigned to the station. So that's poor. Interesting. So that's just the grain going outbound. Oh, it's kind of obvious. And there is 5 on here. We are losing grain, which is fine. Because this is risky, this farm's making infinite amount of grain, so we're not actually losing grain. As long as this one, the one with the food on it, is not overwhelmed, which it's not, we should be fine. We probably can... Yeah, we probably can dupe that into town. And then from this one point of view, the grain point of view, it's making money. The more we put on it, the better off we are. Since we're in this micro world right now, let's just dupe these up as many as we can until we get down to $0. And that line now is running at 58. it'll go all the way up to 200. So basically we can 4 times that. And so that will make that go down a little bit, not much. And the oil is still begging to be shipped. Next time we get to $2.5 million, we will dupe another train, because this thing is only running at 65 and it can run at 400. So from a money point of view, risky, that's what, nearly 8 times less. So we would be making $8 million a year rather than $1 million a year if we actually got this to full capacity. Now obviously there's a cost to run it. This is not free. It's not pure profit, but yeah, it's good news. Are you happy? So you're shipping 35? Okay. That's because it's receiving... How much is it receiving? It is... Why does it say 0? I don't understand. Why does that say... Because you've got no supplies? It's because you've got no supplies. Okay, now you got that. It's going to consume it. And okay, so when it gets supplies, it goes, okay, I have stuff. Does anybody want to buy my output? So in this case, it receives 60. It goes, I have 30 oils for sale. Who wants to buy it? And across the map, it goes, who wants to buy 30? And this guy goes, yes, please. And whatever rate it runs at, so this looks like about 1 per second, it will ramp. It will say, yes, please. And then 30 will come out the door. And then once 30 comes here, it will say who would like to have it. And it goes, oh, the town of Polesboro North says, oh, I'll take 30, thank you. And off it goes. So yeah, we have a lot more capacity here if we want. Yeah, there's 37 on the station. So yeah, it comes in, the 60 comes in, or 70, 80, was that 80 comes in? It slowly gets processed and then it shows out here as 40 because it's, you know, it's 2 to 1. So 1.4 million. Come on, we need some money. We need some money. I think, as I said, I think I'm going to wait until 2.5 million for another train. You know what? Don't do that. Donut. You mentioned it before, but you didn't actually follow through. I'm going to. How am I going to do this? Yeah, just do it this way. Let's buy a train this way. Let's go and try to dupe it. But right, let's go with the same thing that everybody else is using. I'm going to probably regret that later. And we'll keep on buying this until I can't afford it. Because the important thing is just get the damn thing on the line. Get the money moving. It's all about money, 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 move, move, move. All right. So, another one. This is our new little baby. And then as we get money, we'll expand the number of carriages on that. That line will make more and more and more and more. I mean, it'll cost more and more and more as well. But as long as we send trains that way, because it's 2 to 1, there'll be enough capacity always to bring back to here and bring back to here. So we never have to worry about the backhaul. This is one of the best situations you can be in. If you can get bi-directional goods movement, that is the key to profitability for sure. We can do a whole lot of micro stuff like the bread. How much is the bread making us? The bread is making us, if I can click the right thing, yeah, it's making me. That's where we bought the trucks. Yeah, I mean, it's great and all, but it's only like 20 grand a year it's making. It's in the scheme of things, it's not a good use of money. It really isn't. And like even particularly across here into town, yeah, it's like $2,000-$3,000 a year. Doing this stuff does not make a good speed run. I mean, it looks cool and all, but it does not make money at all. So ship 1. Yeah, they kind of make money as they go up there, but you know, in comparing it to oil, yeah, it's not great. These guys are running at 50 because the inbound's running at 100. Is that the reason? No, they're running at 80. So yeah, we definitely need to balance that out. I'm gonna buy. Yeah, let's get this 2 to 1 because this is a waste right now. So let's get one more. I know I said I was going to get another train, but let's get that up to 100. So that way the 2-to-1 works. 100 in, 50 out. They're both balanced. Yeah, 2-to-1. And all right, where's that train? That train, this guy, manage the vehicles. You need more cars. And you get as many as you need. I don't know how many you need. What's that? There's 3 more when we have the money. So we don't want that running around without taking as much as we can. Yep, that extra train has helped us. And I think, where's a train? Is there a train at the station? I think the length of it's kind of correct for the station length. Yeah, here we go. So, yeah, so I think we could put like 2 or 3 more on each one of these, and it will still fit on the station. I think the passing lanes, okay, so it's about, for me, about 1.5 inches on my screen. So, yeah, that should be okay, yeah. Actually, I think we just saw a pair of them wait for each other, and that worked out. If we see lots of delays as people queue up, we can put a little bit more effort into the dual tracking. I would love to buy another train. Actually, I would love to put more carriages on them. I think that's what I would love to do. A little bit of a slow period here. I mean, we could pay back the loan. The loan's only 1%. So, is it 1% per month or 1% per year? I think the loan it's per year. It's 10,000 100,000 for 10 million. Yeah, it's 1% per year. I guarantee you I can spend that 1% better than on a loan. I can guarantee you that I can make more money than the loss. So yeah, $10 million invested in trains could easily make $2 or $3 million a year. It's going to be a lot more than a measly 100 grand. All right, this guy's coming in, manage the vehicles, and this will give us some money. And then I'm going to modify that bottom guy and see if I can get 3 on there. All right, they are all running with 16. Let's see if we can get... No, I don't have any money left. I was going to try to get 1 more on each, but I can't. But the capacity is now up to 91, so we are not even a quarter of the way there, barely a fifth. But we will get there. Yeah, when I first sped run this, I did the same year. I did 1850. The only slight thing I did when I was practicing the level was I have sandbox mode enabled, so I actually gave myself a couple $1 million here and there just to play around to see what it was like and get rid of the delays. But unfortunately, I knew if I actually did it for real, there would be these dead periods, and it's just something you just have to accept. These two can just collide right through each other. Some fancy driving, yeah. But you know, I do like to run the map with the defaults. I don't really want to have to change it. I changed Australia to 1900 purely because the distance was so big. Like, it's risky no different to this map, but I had to ship it from here over to here, for example, and it just made it so slow waiting for a lap. And because this one has a pretty good interconnected network where you got backhauling and pretty easy connections, I decided to go with the 1850 start. But it does, as you can see, it has slowed us down a little bit. How is this guy going? Are you overwhelmed? You are. We're wasting money here. So this guy is trying to receive 37, and we're only giving it 20. So that's, for no good reason, dupe those. Not a good use of money. I mean, we're only talking, what, 20 grand of profit? Yeah. But, yeah, if we're going to make it, we may as well not waste it. So we're still only making 30 because the inbounds are small. Do I want to spend some money on boats, or do I want to spend money on trains? The trains are the way to go. Let's see if we can get 1 more on here. $96. A little bit more money. Yeah, 28 grand. We're definitely in the spot where we're about to run away, because we'll get more and more onto these, and every single time these guys. Okay, so yeah, we are seeing some of this queuing now. Every time these guys get to most stations, they are making money. So, yeah, I think I might... how often is this going to be happening? There's not that many trains. There really isn't. I'd rather spend the money on rolling stock than on some track. Like, for example, if I put the track in here, yeah, it's 100 grand. That's not cheap. That is not cheap. Yeah. Made some money. But that's not what I want. I want to click on this, manage vehicles, edit these, up, up, up. And I think we may be at the point where I can start making another train, I think, from a money point of view. And yeah, let's make another train. We'll use the same one again. Wagons and these nice light ones. And you can go on the line. So what are we at now? 104. We're slowly building up. Slowly building up. Now, as I said, 400 will come out of here regardless of anything else. So the goal is to get this up to 400. What will happen is this guy will be willing to make 200. But from a shipment point of view, this guy will only want 100. So 400 will come up to here. And then 100, even though this can produce 200, only 100 will come down to here, because we don't have consumers. And so until we get more on the network, this guy won't go from the 100 range to the 200 range. So the goal is to get this, we'll get this up to 400. Well, actually, we'll get it up to 200. 100 will come back. It'll cause this to upgrade because it'll be above 80. And then we will focus on getting it down to Wellington and beyond. And then increase, yeah, we've got 67 there. So 67 plus 67, yeah, so there's 150-ish or 140-ish there. And yeah, that will upgrade everything and make it more and more profitable. We'll have more backhauling, and then exponentially it'll just run away. So yeah, that's the goal. Yeah, we've got money again, so let's manage those vehicles. Let's get this guy some stuff. Now he's obviously driving up the other direction with empty tanks, but it does mean they can come back with more. And all right, so we're at 114. The goal is to get to 200, as I said. And none of these stations are overloaded. Let's have a look at our overloaded state. Sort by poor. So okay, that grain is getting slightly better. So it's 95. What are these running at? They're running at 58. Finances, okay, 100 grand. You know what? If I dupe these, I can't. I've got no money. Yeah, I mean, in the end, if we actually get this to 200, we'll be making 400. No, more. 200. 4 times 2. Yeah, 800 grand a year. That's not too bad for the cost of a couple $100,000 worth of stupid horses. I don't think we get. Yeah, we haven't had anything new, and I don't think we get anything new until probably close to maybe 1875 or something. Yeah, we are stuck with this horse-drawn stuff. Oh, we are. Oh, we're overwhelmed. Oh, wait. This we need to do something about. So, into town. That's really good news. So, as much as this doesn't make a huge amount of money again, I would like not to waste it. So, the town of Hamilton wants 90. So, 200 goes to here, comes back as 100, and it will say, yeah, it says 21 right now, but we're not transporting it because it's been lost on the station. You know what? Okay, so you manage the vehicles. Come on. There was money there in the bank. I saw it. Someone do something. Someone make some money. Yeah, this is, I mean, I keep on contradicting myself. This is not how to make money, but whatever. You know what? Yeah, don't do that. That's not how you make money. That's not how you make money. Oil is the key. Oil is the key. What I should be doing is getting this guy up to 18 and just slowly building it up. How is our passing situation? No, we had another conflict there, but I don't think it's causing us $1 million worth of track laying of delay. So I think that's fine. Finances, where are we? Well, everything's in profit. We don't have enough tools yet to cover the cost of... we need more wood to here to more outbound. Yeah, you're receiving only 34 right now. So, but yeah, this line, yeah, it's a little bit slow, isn't it? A little bit slow. Need that money to come in. As much as everybody's in profit, a couple of things aren't until they deliver. Like you can see that one up here is not. How are you guys not in profit? Lies. Come on, someone deliver something. Deliver something. See, as we add the more trains, the profitability goes up. Yeah, we're in profit now. All right, 1.9 million. Are we at full length? Give me is there a person in a station? Where's the station? Where's the station? Who's going to enter a station anytime soon so I can see the length? 3, here. I think we can get maybe one more. Well, actually, let's get this guy up to full capacity. And then I think all of them, I think I can put on one more. $129. We're nearly. I was gonna say we're nearly at 200, but no, we're not. We're not. Let's keep on following our playbook here. We'll keep on buying whatever we can afford to buy before we run out of money. And that goes on there. Could I afford to put more on there? Train number 5. This is going to be our workhorse, 100%. This is going to be where all our money comes. All right. Is there any delays? Because as this number of trains goes up, it looks like we had a crossover there. This guy's waiting. Okay, so I think we are getting to the point where a dual track is going to be required. We could keep on adding passing lanes, but you get to the point where, what's the point? So, yeah, this is delaying this guy. It's probably cost us 50, 100 grand. But it's such a long way. It's such a rocky terrain that it is expensive. And it doesn't happen that often. Who are you waiting? No, you're not. You're coming out. You can move forward. Well, that's a passing lane anyway. Yeah, so you're going to... Ooh, we got the thing around town. All right, so the better horse-drawn carriages, they go faster. And I believe they carry a bit more. So maybe for that Grand Line. Yeah, so this is an acceptable weight. I'm not going to waste $1 million. I'm not going to waste $1 million. All right, so this guy, the Grand Line, manage the vehicles. Before I go and... We're at 58, so I don't want to just be spending money when we can buy new stuff anyway. So 4, 5, 5, and there is nothing different between those two. The price is the same. It's just aesthetics. I'm going to go this one from a risk point of view because I don't want to be in a situation where I happen to go through some town and I can't take bricks or some reason from some backhaul reason. So we'll do that. We've got a little bit more rate, manage the vehicles, and you know what? We can't even dupe it. So, you know what? Let's go below money on that. All right. 95, that's good. So that's 95 there, 50 back. This town wants, that's not a town icon. This town wants 93. So yeah, all of that can be consumed. And yeah. And we're losing stuff on the backhaul into town. Yeah. Money, money, money. Yeah, the more trains we get, the more often we'll get a drop as well, which is good. Another delay. Yeah, we are, with 5 trains, slowly getting to the point where we are getting delays. It looks like the sequencing between a delay there and a delay here is happening a bit more. It's not that long. We're talking maybe, I'm looking at the months in the bottom right corner. We're talking probably about 15 days. So a 20th of a year, a 20th of its year cost is lost. Maybe 10 grand is lost. It is only a one-time expenditure to put the track in. But the whole length is going to be about $2 million, I think. I'd rather put that money into a train and have delays, I think. I mean, individually, a single train is making, what, $1 million a year? Yeah. With a $2 million expenditure. So in 2 years, it pays for itself. Another delay. How much does it cost to get this one done? So this one's 65 grand. Ooh, the Baldwin's turned up. Now that's a bit more interesting, just because of the speed. Yeah, 65 grand. Yeah, there's a couple of sections where I wouldn't mind it, because I know people are slowing down. I would like to have it clear. Ooh, that negative. Ugh. Come on, someone make some money. There we go. This guy's about to turn up. All right. Approved. Let's do that. And let's do that. And we should see it automatically change. It does. All right. Now we'll keep those signals just to keep things moving forward. I'll put one there. Just keep things moving forward. And is there any other long stretches which have a possibility? Where's a nice flat area? So that one's quite long. How much does this cost? Fine. I'm breaking my own rules here. I'm breaking my own rules. Alright, I'm going to press pause for 5 seconds. That was really risky, because if I had no money, that would have been bad. Alright, and then signals is really important here. Keep things moving. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. This is short enough. That wall there is going to cost a fortune, so I'm not even going to go near it. I don't want to touch that house. It's going to be at 300 grand. And that's fine. That is fine. Yeah, a bit of a wiggle there, but whatever. How much is this piece going to cost me? Fine. Yeah, I think we are at the point where I want to get rid of the contention. And that can... how am I going to do this? You know what? Just do it, Donut. Just do it. Done. Done, 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 done. So... done. All right. Signals. Signals, signals, signals. Good enough, good enough, good enough. Oh, new horse-drawn carriage. I'm not going to bother deleting those tracks. It's not a good use of my time or money. And this is the only part that's left. We'll see how it goes. 600 grand in the bank. Let's get that person who doesn't have the right number built up. And how many is that? 2 more. Just don't have enough money. 1 more. We are starting to run away. How much does it cost for one of these? They are $145,000. This train's like $3 million. Wow. Money's building. Money is building. It's starting to really start to flow. We are, I think, about to really crest this. All right, I want to get 1 more train. And this wood situation, it's making money, but we need to balance it out. So that's 100. And I believe this other one is running at 52, which is correct. And you want to receive 52, but you're not. So it will receive up to 100, and then outbound it will take 20 up to here. Is it too many people here? Have I overzealously made this too much? Why did the rate go down to 33? I assume this is making money. Ooh, 40 grand. All right. Yeah, the train is definitely our future. Definitely our future. 2 million in the bank. All right, let's go train shopping again. We're going to get another one on the line. I don't think I can dupe it, so I'll have to make a train. Let's go another one of these so they all run at the same speed on the line. Go as far as we can before we can't afford it, which I don't know what. Is it 80 capacity? I forget. What are those? These lines are running at, they've got 19 and it's 95 capacity. So you, manage the vehicle, edit you, get you. Right, and out of interest, is this the right length or can we get these guys up to 20? Okay, we can go another 2. All right, manage the vehicle, everybody's birthday. Let's get this a bit bigger so we can see what we're doing. 1, 2, 1, 2. Ooh, out of money again. All right, you can go down there. 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 And you know what? Done and done. And we'll just wait for money to turn up. So where's that UI element? Why can't I see it? There it is. I'm going to wait for the modify. And we need $875,000. Is anybody going to get anywhere soon fast? All right, you just turned up? Yep, okay. And then let's see if we can do that one more time and get these guys up to 21. And modify. So these guys are now at the station length. I am not going to be futzing with the station. It is not worth it. They are running at a rate of hopefully nearly 200. They are awesome. We have just got to the point where we are going to have 200 that way, nearly 100 this way. It's trying to send us 100, and it's nearly saying it's 100. And then out the other side, only 47. So that comes over to here, and Palmerston gets 47. It was 74 though. Okay, so that should slowly build. And then let's work out our I'll say tram, but was that a play on? Was that a Freudian slip? I don't think it is. I think I will just, you know what? That's a terrible thing. All right, you go there. And let's get a road done. 14. What? That price went to like, yeah, like in the hundreds of thousands. No, there's no bridge that costs 100 grand. That is not happening. Yeah, 34 grand. Yeah, that's more realistic. All right, money, turn up. Hurry up, money. Money, 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 money. Not negative 500 grand. We want the positive stuff. This is a big town, and unfortunately it's a little bit spread out. Where is the need? Oh, it's everywhere, so we're going to have to drop it off twice. I'm tempted to put a depot in, then have someone go around town. Just do a horse-drawn carriage go around town. Yeah, you go there. And you can go... No, you're not costing $80,000. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Since this is going to be... You know what? This is going to be fuel. So let's see if we can get the depot to do the hard work. Oh, not $94,000. Come on, this is ridiculous. 60 grand? 70? This is not like... Yeah, okay, fine. And we're going to go waste... No, I'm not going to waste money on that. That's not happening. All right, so did we make a station at this end? I don't think we did. I think we just relied on the coverage. So let's get that there. That reaches. New line from Palmerston North over to Wellington. Do we have any type of car thing around here at all? We do not. So we're going to have to invest in that. 10 grand, that's as cheap as that gets. And then let's do it by capacity. Let's do the all cargo so we don't mess ourselves up. We can squeeze this up a bit. And you can go on line 8. And what that will say to our lovely friends here at the O'Kane Fuel Refinery is, Wellington will also like some, please. Bring it, bring it, bring it. Nice. All right. Next thing is, let's get this up to 400. Because it will accept 400 even though it doesn't backhaul it. So 400 will come up here, and then this guy will accept 400, turn it into 200, and then ship only some of it. Currently it's only 93, so half of it. The backhaul will come here. This guy's going to come up. If we start sending it, I've got a feeling. So it says it's sending 28. Was it 28? 22 to Wellington. So this guy better be able to... Oh, we're negative. Better be able to send some of it, otherwise that's not going to work. Oh, we're over an hour. This one's slow. I think we can get this thing to run away pretty fast, pretty soon. I think it's going to be around, hour 45. I'm hoping. And I did debate starting in 1875. Actually, we're about to hit that in a couple of seconds, ironically. Mainly because the innovation's a bit higher, the trains are a bit better. I think, do we get a new loan amount? No, we don't. We still only have 10 million. I think at some point the loan increases what you can take. So that helps as well because you can just invest more. We definitely need to build up everything that's making money. Just let it run away. This stone thing might be on the cards soon. As I said, it's only 100 though. This fuel thing is where we can make money. If we can get 400 up the line and get 200 back to here and get 200 shipped around. Yeah, so all the decent stuff's starting to turn up in 1975. Yeah, all these nice faster trains, faster carriages. Yeah. $2 million. All right, let's manage this vehicle and I'm going to get this up to 5 and make sure that fuel can get over to Wellington. From a train point of view, at 1.6, you know what? Oh, there's 3 million. Well, it's not configure. That's not what I want. I want this one. Manage vehicles. One more, please. Oh, not everything. I meant to click the top one. One more of those. 277. Yeah, this dual tracking is going to become more and more important. So where don't we have dual track now? Yeah, they've got that because it's a new train. That should be fine. You're outbound. little bit bunched up. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and yeah, I think I've got a feeling I'm not even going to go on this side because I think the house will be destroyed. Oh, 80 grand. Okay, we can deal with that. Let's get this up to here. Give me some money. Give me some money. Money, 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 money. 50 grand. That's a little 90 grand. Just 90. 60, yeah, that's the right direction. We're making, no, I was going to say we're making 200 grand a year, but now we're not. Come on. And not negative 300. We may need to put multiple platforms on these. That's the other thing that's plausible. How do we get to negative 700? Come on. What we need is this guy to come over here. We'll make 1 point something million. And anybody going to arrive? So you're outbound. This guy will make some money as he gets to here as well. Bit of a waiting game. Come on, hurry up. I think you make about $1 million something. Ooh, come on, cover the costs. I think you make about $1 million coming in. I think 1.1 or something. Yeah, so it looks like the fuel one arrived. And yeah, negative. Come on, please be in the red. Well, not red. Please be in the blue. Yeah, 2 million. All right. So let's bring this up to here. Fine. You want to be weird? And the signals. And away we go. And then I've messed this up. So this needs to go into here. Signals. You got confused. Why aren't you going that way? Why aren't you going that way? Because... Alright. Pause. Why are you confused? You get over there. And then go away. Go away. There we go. This is driving me nuts. This is driving me nuts. Let's smooth that out a bit so we don't lose some speed. And then out you come. Signals are good. All right. We have kind of dual track everywhere. Let's sprinkle in a couple more signals. These are quite susceptible to grouping up. So and yeah, all right. I don't know if we need a second terminal. Yeah, I don't know. We are going to get another train though. 293, we're getting there. Yeah, changing out the Electro at this point, I think would be folly. I don't think we'd cover the costs. And also, we'd have to do them all, because otherwise their speeds aren't going to be all relatively the same. We probably can bring this line in a lot closer. Got that a little bit close there. We can slip that. Yeah. Either way. And then, yeah, signals. All good. Get out of here. Get moving. that's all good. That's all good. I think we're getting close to saturation on that line, but I think it's manageable. Yeah, I think it's manageable. I'm glad we separated this. This was definitely a good move. We can get rid of that. Stop confusion. Actually, all those cross tracks can now get turfed. You know what? That. Yeah, that's good. Let's get a signal here. Get them all bunched up. And yeah, I think there's a couple of places where, yeah, I think it's okay. I think we're pretty good. I think I'm happy with this because I'm about to put probably 2 or 3 more on here. And yeah, it's going to be a thing. It's getting busy. It's getting busy, right? $5 million. Let's see if we can push to the 400. Whew, that's a lot of trains. Not enough money. How much is a train? A train is $3.2 million now. I think, does the price go up over a year? Like, is the price set in, 1850, the same price you pay forever? Or does it change due to inflation? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? I don't want that there. There we go. All right, 5 point something million. Dupe. What's that? 352. Oh, we're getting close. We are getting close. This oil train is running away. We are. Oh, how much the finances now? Yeah, look at this. We're now in the 2 to 4 million range. Pretty good. Yeah, playthrough is going a little bit longer than I thought it was going to. I knew it was hard. I did debate starting in 1875, as I said. I think we probably would have shaved off 15 minutes because of that, half an hour maybe. But I am happy with this. 11 trains on this line. Yeah, we definitely need to have a huge number of signals just to keep everything moving. There's still some gaps. Basically, the load speed matches the unload speed. So unless we really push it up, we don't need to dual platform it. 255. Yeah, I'm happy with this. It's progressing well. Let's have a look at our cheapo nasty stuff that is kind of it's not really worth our time, but why not have a look at it? You are making money. Actually, let's look at the overload so you can see how this has 15 on it. Let's have a look at the overloaded station. So the grain is still ballistically bad. Oh, into town is not good. Let's not waste money there because this does make money. Hey, 15 grand, 10 grand, whatever, but let's not lose money there. I'm actually going to give this another pad just in case. You know what? If you're going to be that bad, you can have a station on the end. You can see how it works. So each of the pickup points, so this is the grain. I don't care if this overflows because it's infinite. Each one of these comes with a capacity, so you can see that this is number 1 and it holds 20. This is two nodules, so it's 20 and 20, so it holds 40. It is overflown and it's actually in this storage compartment, and so 73, and we're about to be too much again. So yeah, that guy, that green line definitely is overwhelmed. We probably, I mean, it's only running at 29, and the town is trying to, no, it's not the town. Town of Hamilton wants 92. So, yeah, the grain is running at 94. So, 45 is coming back. So, this needs to have a rate of 45. And, yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's a little bit, you know what? I probably shouldn't have put this thing there. In hindsight, I'm going to waste some money here. Let me just put this 220 over here. Oh, that's 100 grand. Oh, that was stupid. That was stupid. But let's move them over there. And I'm going to change the blue line, manage the line, so when you're here, you can do both stations if the other person is busy. But because this is a station where losing capacity doesn't matter, we'll get rid of that. This guy still is losing stuff, so I will put this over here. And then when you're here, you may use either platform and default to the far one, please. All right, so this is running at 71, which is more than the town needs, or good enough. So yeah, and then let's micromanage this one, manage the line, actually manage the vehicles. And it's running at 94, Dupit, 188, let's get to 200, so it just does its maximum. I do have it set to, I don't have it set to weight, that's stupid. 195, manage the vehicles, and there you go. So 200-ish. I'll go one more. 201. Yeah, so there you go. So this guy will ship all 201. The bread will come back, come into here, and maximum 100 will come to here. Currently, Hamilton wants 92. We might as well run this at 100. Not everything, donut. And these guys, as much as they're making bupkis, 10, 20 grand, they'll make a nice little trickle of 100 grand for us. All right, 6 million in the bank. Line 378. Is this going to be the last one to 400? It is. We're over the limit. Perfect. This thing is done. Our focus on oil is finished. This guy is able to get 400 down the track, 200 back. Leveling up. We need to focus on consumers. All right, you are my next boating friend. So the boats, where's our boat thing? Boat thing. What boats can we buy? So 2570, 2500, any compartment, and 2290. You're in anything. That's interesting. So that's a large. So if somehow bread or something was on here, it could join the compartment. So how much oil? So we fuel 44.83. Okay, this is what 122. It's more than a ship worth. Okay, so ship, this one, large, one terminal. Come here and be a friend without having to do any road work. Done. You are going to come over here to Keora. I don't, excuse my pronunciation, I have no idea. I'm going to put that there because I think I can get a road coverage into town. This one's not looking great, so I'll probably just do a deeper on this one. And we'll do that. And I think, yeah, let's go for a really, really cheap. Actually, how much is it going to turn up? 83. So we're going to have to put a building on this. So let's put 20 down. Actually, we'll do 30. So 30 times 2 is 60. And yeah, let's do, let's see if I can bridge some of this gap. So we'll do this. I'm going to configure it so it has street access out both sides. And I'm going to put a cargo thing on here. Am I? How much does this give me? This is 25 versus 75. Okay, let's do that. This now has capacity for, it'll be 60. Actually, I don't need to have a big one there. I didn't want to do that. I just want to have one. Yeah. So it will be 60 plus 75. So it will take 135, which means you can definitely take all 83 when it arrives. Okay. So line, before I do anything, I need to put down a depot. You can go there and do everything. That line from here to here. It's going to cost me money, even though nothing's happening, but I'm going to start the desire, because if I don't start the desire, it won't come. And then from the boat point of view, we are going to come from our new friends at the fuel refinery, And they're going to give this a nice fiery orange. And come over here. And you know what? You can be a big fiery yellow. And yeah, that works. Our ship is a bazillion miles away, so that doesn't make any sense. So let's build the shipyard from here and buy our... This is 25 and 100. Why wouldn't I use that one? I'm sure there's a reason. Probably because it's more expensive. And then here, manage the line. Do not leave for a bazillion minutes. And in theory, this orange guy, consumers, what's this place called? Was it Wellington? Christchurch. Oh, no, I didn't do this one. So on the line, when you're coming here, you're going to go via here. And so what's our coverage like? We didn't put the road in. Do not destroy the road, donut. And you know what? If it's going to be like that, there's another way of doing this. We can configure it and put in MISC, these things. There we go. And so that touches there. All right. What coverage of town do you have? You go, okay, pretty good. Pretty good. And that covers nearly all the fuel. So yeah, I'm not going to have a truck around town because it won't be worth it. So Kiora and Christchurch, collectively 44 and 83, should be 120. Please tell me. There it goes. Up we go. So 400 is going up the line. It's asking for 200 back. So all of the oil produced up there will come back to here. This will come in and it's capable of making 200. It is shipping 57 to there. Wellington is getting 29 across that way. So these guys should be running at 29. They're running at 18. Manage the vehicles and bring it up to that. One more for safety. 32. And then Wellington, okay, that's that 32. As you can see, it's growing because of that. And then we're going to be using 100 to there. You can, how much is on the dock? A bazillion. All right, you've only got 2 on you. Come back. You're going to cost more to go there than come back, then it is worth it. Nice. All right, double checking. Is the train still running at 400? It is 426. I don't care if it's over. It is waiting for fuel. It will go. Everybody's kind of queuing up. That's fine. We probably could get rid of one train or maybe some of the... I think what I may do... This is probably stupid, but I'm going to get rid of those. So if I got rid of a couple... You're running, that's not what I want. I want this one. Give me this one. Give me this one. Give me this one. Close, close, close. Go away. 425. Let's edit these. All right, so I'm just going to get rid of some of this running cost because it costs us per year to have these. Plus, we actually get a discount. We actually get some money back. So, wow, that's a lot of trains. Woo, 409. Yes. All right, so those will be able to run a micro amount faster. They will pick up a micro amount less, which means the turnaround speed will be micro a little bit better. 400 up the line. They will be bringing 200 back. It's willing to accept 300 back, so we actually could put more oil on this line now. And from a terminal point of view, this is able to hold 300 on the platform because it's the larger one, plus another 260. So this is never going to get overloaded. Awesome. And you have got 100. And all right, let's work out exactly what that boat needs. So the consumers are Kayorga 36. You are going to go up to 44. Actually, we don't have full coverage. So yeah, 36 I trust. And Christchurch says it wants 85. Christchurch wants 85. Yep. So risky, we've got nearly full capacity, full coverage of there. So 83 plus 36 is 130, 120. No. 6 onto that is 90 plus 30, 120. 120. So this needs to have a rate of 120. It is 19. Ooh, we're going to have a lot of ships. All right. All right. Oh, man. Spend money to make money. So how much is on here? 54. Oh, I shouldn't have bought them so fast because even though they want to ship it, it doesn't mean we have the oil. Yeah, that was a bit of a waste of money. Oh, 20 million. We're a quarter of the way there. You know what? I think we're at the point, because we're not hurting for cash, I think we're at the point where the loan can disappear. So at the hour 30 mark, 35 mark is when that happened. You have enough money in you to go, so you can go. Yeah, I shouldn't have bought all those. That was kind of silly. Timu something, who are you? 45. All right. So this guy has enough capacity, this terminal, to accept 75 plus 60, so 135. The town wants 80, so that's like 40 spare. And what was you? 40 spare. Okay. So new line along here. Where is our coverage? It is in the bottom corner, kind of. So I think if we go here, we should be good. New line from, not here, not from the dock, from here to here. I think what I'm going to do is configure this so that there's plenty of stuff, terminals. You can be on 1, you can be on 2. So if we look at the lines, you can see they're spread out. And we will put something on there. This thing's got too big. I need to squeeze that down. And you need to go on that new line, line 11. So now this will cause the refinery to kick in. I think we may be past the refinery capacity. So yeah, our shipment's 170. Yeah, so we've still got a little bit of capacity left because we'll get up to 200. So, yeah, so it's got, what's that called? Is it Timaru? Yeah, an extra 11. So we've got about another 5 or 10 left. We're probably at capacity now. We're probably at the point where getting more oil online isn't going to make sense. And then that will happen. It's going to lose a little bit of money. All right, how are we going to make cash? So you have 100, you're about to make serious bank. You have 67, good enough. You have 53, good enough, you'll make money. I probably shouldn't have made that many, but whatever. Oh, what can we do to make money? All right, I think we're at the point where if we spend a fair bit of money on this, we can... actually, if I just buy... Is there something I can buy that's better? So 2570, 2500, 700 grand, 50. I think they're about the same ratio. 70 to 500 to... Yeah, so let's just go more with these. If I go with the same one, it also has the benefit of keeping the same rate, so we don't have to worry about unloading too much. 219, keep going. 328, this is 400, right? Yep, 400. And we want more. One too many. All right, so that very first one, that one. Yep, 410. Perfect. They're going to be waiting around a bit, but that is fine. And yeah, I'm just going to sit here and wait and build up some more money. Things are getting serious. Diet Coke acquired. Jacket off. GPU is screaming with heat. How's this going? Alright, so my plan is, when this guy gets here, I'm actually going to move some people up to the next line. So 54, yeah, I want to get that up to 100. And so we'll move ship for this guy across to here. Because this does have, yeah, it has stuff on it. Because that will go up to 400. Yes, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Go, 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 go. Yeah, we're kind of limited by the load speed of the port itself. Might be with this many boats. Yeah, it might be worth doing this. Manage the line, and you can use both. Yeah, that should work better. And this end probably is getting similarly overloaded. And that can go there. And at line 1, manage the line. And you can use 3 as well. I don't have this set to load till full. Oh, that's stupid. Everything should be loaded to full on every line. I haven't really been going through the lines. Where are you? We're at 7. Yeah, you should be loaded to full as well. What are you? Where are you? Same thing. You should be full. And you... yep, that's the same. And that one's set, and that one's set. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Oops, don't close the game. Look at that. We have fuel here. Awesome. 105. Yeah, I'm so glad. Look at that. If we hadn't put that down, that would have been bad. That would have been really bad. All right, so let's work out Christchurch. Christchurch wants to have... Is it receiving 89? It's 63. So this guy, manage the vehicles. You need to run at 82. Good enough. And then, are you going to block the road? I should be right. Should be right. I'm liking this. Is there any more fuel? We do have Alexandria. I think we'll be pushing our luck. How would I get there? Is there a road? No. Oh, it's so tempting because it's the only place not getting fuel in the whole map. You know what? Sometimes it's about speedruns. Sometimes it's just about having fun. So yeah, we never got this coal stuff online. How am I going to do this? It's going to cost a fortune. $1 million for fun. $1 million for funsies. Do I really want to waste $1 million on funsies? Fine, let's do it. I will come through here though. Yeah, so while I'm doing this, you got a country that you want me to do next? I'm doing a lot of the ones that you've seen on YouTube, particularly like, you know, Ciniac2, who does a lot of these ones. I think India is on the list of things he's done. He's currently got the Cuba series, so Cuba's another map I've got downloaded. Obviously, there must be a decent US one, hopefully. Hopefully there's one I can do in the US. So what else have we done? So, Japan. Maybe there's a good Japan one. That would be kind of fun, I think. And 100 grand. No, I'm not spending 100 grand for... Is it because it's so big? Is that why? Fine. I'm being a little bit wasteful here. A little bit wasteful. And 26 grand there. And can I get out here without breaking a house? I can. And that's probably going to need 2 things. So the lines that go, you know, Meadow Road and fine, yeah, it's fine. All right, line from here, somewhere I really shouldn't be. Yeah, wait until full, please. And come over to Alexandria. I never put in a station over here. Let's put in, we can probably just put in an unloading thing for this. And right there. Add station and done. So, from a road point of view, there's not that much going on around here, so I can do this. And then let's do this one, and we'll put on 5. It's a fair way. And done. And then I'm guessing that this line, yeah, this line's going to need a whole lot more. A whole lot more. All right, 30 million in the bank. Boats coming in. Money, money, money. Boom, $700,000. All right. So these ones, was this the generic ones? It was the generic ones. We could consider backhauling stuff. So you want bread. You want bread. You would have bread. I said it would go to here. Is it worth backhauling? Is it worth backhauling? So bread. Where's grain? Is there any grain on the southern island? Oh, there is not. Interesting. So grain's not going to get backhauled. Oh, there's this one, Gracemouth. We missed this. No. Oh well. I do like the idea of getting this one online though, because it definitely makes the boats more and more profitable. 32 million. I'm debating about spending money at this point, or just letting it run out. I think the trains are, like, he's leaving and this has arrived, so the trains are right on the point. Yeah, 400 of that. So they'll space themselves out and that will work out nice. This guy will be getting its 400, 200. It is, yep, shipments 100%, 200. Slightly hiccup then. I ran out of hard drive space, but luckily a pop-up came up. So yeah, that 3 or 4 second gap there was me just quickly deleting 50 gig of temporary file. Let me just double check the hard drive to see if I can't get more deleted. Yeah, let me get rid of the Australia Speedrun because I've already edited that. I don't need to keep that around. And it's amazing how fast you can blow through a couple of terabytes. Yeah, I have a 2 terabyte M.2 here, and well, I did have 0 gig free, but I've now got 90 gig free. These videos are about 50 gig, about 25 gig an hour. So yeah, they're not small at all. All right, what was I doing? So how are we going to rush to the last money amount? So coverage-wise, we could try to increase some of this delivery stuff. Passengers services. Oh, you know what we can do is this one over here. So let's get a boat on this. So you know what? I think we're at the point where we can afford to put down a boat thing. They are like 50 grand. Yeah. So let's get a boat out of here. 22, 28, but passenger only. Let's go with one of these. Actually, it's a single or short dock. So let's do that, and then we'll put that on 5. So this guy, let's focus on this as our next production chain because it will go all the way up to 400. So if we can get this out of here, and it's a long way to deliver it to anywhere. So it's serious bank if we can get that done. 47, so they're kind of happy. Manage the vehicle. If we get one more onto there, 45, go one more. 50, so that's going to cover that town. 50. Let's get everything working. So, who are you? You are... Alright, so currently, you are running at 382. Manage the vehicles. Because we stole some. That makes sense. Actually, I'm about to steal about 5 of these. So let's buy a whole lot. And then as these arrive, you can go onto 2. And then what's going to happen? Which port is this way here? Yeah, you got turn around. You got it. This guy, hopefully, will start shipping stuff. So let's work this out. So we want 400 to come in, and it's at 488, which is fine. And so 400 will come in, and then currently 100 comes out on the red line. We want more than that. So yeah, 400 comes in, 100 goes out, which is this guy. And we want this guy to want to ship to more places. So currently we are up to, it's right here, up to 80, it's up to 70. We need more. Who else wants more? This is again, the graph working. So we'll get that 400, we'll get this one up to 200, and we want to get this up to 200. So if we use this boat to get us down south, is there anybody over here? No, no. Who are all the consumers? Are you on the left coast or the right coast? So you are in the middle here. There's only 2 more consumers. Is that how it works? No, that can't be correct. There must be more. There must be more. So let's try that again. There is 6 places on the map. So we've done that one. We've done New Plymouth, which is close. Oh, so okay, we need that one. Right, so that's a no-brainer. Let's get that one done first. So let's get this in here. We'll give it a fair bit of capacity so that it, yeah, so it doesn't overflow. I'm not paying 100 grand. Am I paying 100 grand? I am paying 100 grand. So which direction is it going to go? It's probably going to go that way, or maybe through town. If I put a road... No, I'm not paying $200,000 to destroy a house just to avoid 140 here. All right, that's going to go there, and that gives us more coverage of the town anyway. And let's build a road. I got a feeling this might not be cheap. So this, come here. Under you go. I don't want them slowing down those trains at all, because those trains are slow as it is. Direction, yeah, I'm heading for over here. Stop being expensive. Fine. Because we should be able to make a serious amount of bank here. Alright, so it's at this end of town. I am going to put a depot here, because I think you get more coverage when you do that. Line from here to here. Is there anybody who makes cars around here? There is not. So let's put that somewhere where I can get it for $10,000-ish. And let's put probably a fair few. This is sort of by capacity. It is, yep. And you go there. So now this guy wants 20, and that is running at 30. Fine, it'll grow up a little bit. So Okani, please start working. That's definitely in range. That's in range. There it goes. There's the one. 24 and 1. Where are we? Up here. This is running at 12. Manage your vehicles. So Plymouth is going to want 63. Akani's going to want 20. 63 plus 20 is 83. This line needs to run at 83. Let's get it. How much is on there right now? 60. So these hold 70. It just takes a long time to get back. So where are you? Oh, you came out of that port. Ah, no, I don't want you to come out of there. I want you to come out of this. Come out of here instead. Come out of here instead. And then this guy, if I juke this one, it will come out locally. All right, so where are we? 47. So it wants to ship Okani and Plymouth. It wants to ship 50 right now. Yeah, it wants to ship 50. Oh, I'm not receiving enough inbound. I'm not receiving enough inbound. You know what? Yeah, so inbound. Oh, this is really complex, isn't it? It gets really, really complex. 109. Well, it's receiving 109. Okay, so this is coming across at 400. 483, actually. Okay, so let's move some recent arrivals over. Actually, ship 3, yeah. That's a good one to move across. You move across to there. And you move across to there. Line 1. Line 1 is still running at 430. Perfect. This guy, I want to get it up to 200 because that's the goal, is to really push it. This guy can also be on red, so we're going to go down 400. Perfect. And then this is nearly at 200. Perfect. And then now what do we need to do? So now what we need to do. So that's good. Oh man, my voice is going. How's this? This has got 62 on it. Everybody's happy. People are coming in. Yeah, this works. This works. And then you are trying to receive 200 now. Awesome. I hadn't noticed that that had leveled up. So yeah, this definitely needs one more. So we'll buy one more for you and put you on the red line. 200. Perfect. So 400 in-ish. You know what? Because of delays and everything else, you can have one more. 400 in. You are, please tell me you're waiting. You are. 200 in. Manage the line. Done. What we need to do is, I guarantee you, we are going to start getting to the point where we need to have another port. And for the red ones, you manage the line. When you are here, you can also use 4. And then I really wish this view showed you the alternates, like as a faded color. So you are going there. Perfect. You are going there. Perfect. Let's change it so that this guy is on 4. Just keep the traffic away. And why are you running at such a low rate? I thought we changed that. So 295. How did you go down? Lies. I do not believe that. 147. Yeah, both of these have dropped in rate. I don't believe that. I don't think that's true. I don't believe that's true. You want 47. You are receiving 50. Perfect. Down the line, this guy, consumers, particularly on the boat, is going to be everybody but Cape. So currently that's 88. And this line is running at 47. All right, you, actually, because I don't trust where they're going to get duped out of, I am going to buy a whole lot of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're at $60 million. This is how you win the game, people. And, or not win the game, speedrunner, I guess. There's no real winning, is there? Manage the line. Are you waiting? You are. You are going to wait for it even longer because this is not a back haul. And is this New Plymouth? No. Wait here. Nope. Wait here. You're good. And you're good. All right. Or you just wait. Just do your thing. 131. Perfect. These guys are all losing money, but it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. I can close that. Yeah, this is horrific, but it's fine. We've never had delivery. All right. This guy's going to come in, and I guarantee you this thing's going to be overwhelmed. So we will put... I do not like that. You know what? Do that, do that, do that, do that. All right. So now... this guy has like 130 capacity, so he can take an entire ship. All right. Whew, they still haven't arrived. All right, Alexandra, Dunedin, and Wanaka. Where are you? Because this is how we're going to finish this off. We need this guy to deliver it. So it's not there. We've done there. We've done there. Okay, it's the South Island. It's down the South Island. So It's going to be a boat. It is on the... Is it going to be on this coast? Probably not. It's probably going to be over to here. And the way we're going to do it is this guy is going to... Why are these so expensive? That guy's going to go there. And this can just be a drop-off point. All right. Line. New line from here to here. Where's my cars? That's way too far away. Way too far away. Give me something cheap. Stop wasting money. And then you go on that new line. All right. You, this guy, manage the line. And you are actually going to go to there instead. And so now, yeah, I think we can get rid of this thing because it covers the town. All right, so this is going to come in, go around, and fuel is going to get to here, and then we need to get those things across. Now the question is, do we just ship it to here and join this thing? These boats, are they multi-compartment? They are, so we can, yeah, let's do that. So we are just going to, I think the cheapest thing to do is this line, new line from here to here. We probably could have brought the boat around, whatever. Wait until you are full, and you are going to bring in, I don't know, 8 onto there. All right, they'll bring the tools in. Tools will come to here. They'll join this line. These guys are more than capable of taking multiple things. They will come all the way down here, down to Christchurch. Christchurch will come down here, through to Maru, through there, down there, and down to Alexandria, and across to Wanaka. And then, yep, there it goes, 32. And then where are you, Dunedin? Oh, you're over here. So we will just add a new thing over here. If I do it there, what's the coverage? I'm going to destroy this one house. And then we'll put in that there. New line from... Let's go from here to there. How many do you want? How many do you want? Are you going to cost me a fortune? 67. Yeah. Let's just do this. I'm having more fun than being a speedrun at this point. Yeah, I don't know if these 2-hour ones are the best way of doing it. Oh, $1 million, really? There's no way that's going to pay for itself. Zero chance. Zero chance. Line. Yeah. And then this guy. You didn't even come from there. Oh, I should have definitely... Yeah, I should have a boat from here to there. Yeah, I should have a boat from there to there. And then that should... Yeah, that's not the best way of doing this. That's not the best way of doing this. Yeah. 71 million. Yeah, I think at this point, I don't think it actually matters that much. I don't think... As long as you get the ships moving stuff, that's actually where the money is. So technically, they don't even need to be delivered. So did I put vehicles on that line? So we can tell, yeah, there's $0 on it. So let's manage the vehicles. And I think, I can't press buy because I've never bought before. And so is it going to be from here? Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. Let's buy it from here. 73 million. About to do it. And there we have it. So, everybody, suppliers, look at that. We got everybody on to the network. Nice. So, It's trying to make 300, actually. It's not actually going to be able to. So that's cool. Look, 200 out the door. So the 200 inbound is definitely working for us. 200 inbound. And then this place over here, if I can click the right thing. This guy, oh, I click on these. Line 1 is doing 400 across there. Turns into 200. 200 over here. This guy is trying to ship. He's trying to get up to 200. And so that's good. Look at that money. Yes. Yeah, this guy's been pretty good. The wood guy has given us 1 or 2 million per year. That's why I wanted to see that big burst. I have been coughing non-stop. I've had a cold. It just will not go away. Yeah. And then this guy, the question is so everything but Cape Reniga. So what's that going to be? So that's 50 off of the total. So 200. This needs to run at 200. Do I dare dupe it? Oh, how much? Like, so they're that's $4 million. Oh, it's only $4 million. 227. That's probably a little bit too many, actually. Yeah, that's actually probably a couple too many, because this can only make 200. Yeah, I probably was a bit overzealous then. A little bit overzealous. Yeah, even then, we probably. Yeah, let's get rid of that one too. Yeah. Nice. Money's going up. Should we go check in on our oil? So this guy is receiving 400, 100% received. And it is shipping 200 because it's got 200 needs. And the shipping is at 100% of 200 that's needed. And then down here, this guy is then receiving the 200, obviously. And it is trying to ship 200 because it has 200 people across the map. Most people have received their goods, 100%. Alexandra, you're the new one. Oh, that's because of the tools. Oh, yeah, that's because of that truck stuff we did. So there's 10 on its way. So somewhere there's a compartment on a ship which has 10 fuel barrels. And unfortunately, when you hover over these, it doesn't give you the destination. It only does that for passengers. So yeah, but that would go there, down the line, down the line, down the line, down the line. But eventually it will get there. Where's Greysmouth? Greysmouth. So there's Alexander. Greysmouth and Wahi. Greysmouth. So that's over there. I think you're not going to get a chance. And you're not over here. Where's Wahi? Wahi, where are you? Are you an easy fix? Up here. This is bi-directional. We could stop off on the way back. 84 million. How many do you want? 33. Is it worth me stopping with a boat on the way back? Yeah, so that will backhaul. Let's do it. Let's do it. It doesn't cost much money to put one of these down. These are the big ones or the small ones? These are small. These are the rees. And if we go, around there somewhere, I reckon. And then give it a road. Ooh, 200 grand. Did that touch? Does now. And we'll put a cheeky little thing on there, and new line from here off to Wahi, and we can just put a stop over here, I think. And then add that stop, and that, assuming I put a car on it. Is there a depot around here? I am seeing one there. Yeah, you can drive around. That's fine. Let's put 3 on for now. And what's important is we need to change that line. So you, line 5, manage the line on the way back. Go by there, please. Auckland Port. So now Waihi should get some, and unfortunately Greysmouth, you are going to be left out. So that's increased the need. We're not delivering enough. I think we've got more consumers. Yeah, it's 200%, or 200 possible, and I think it's risky what's happening. It goes, I've got 200 to sell. Someone put their hand up. Whoever puts up their hand first is satisfied. Look at that. Looks like Timaru has actually received some. That's cool. And even Alexander has received some. So some of those trucks have actually done something. Have you actually made money? No, you haven't. That was definitely a stupid thing to do. $90 million. We're getting there. So the question for the day is, are these guys leaving empty? You were running at 152. Yeah, you have 100 though. 96. See, I think some of these guys have been waiting, and because we've spread some of the capacity that way, that might matter a little bit. And then down the line, looks like Palmerston North has been a little bit sacrificed. But look at that. So you have only got 33. Yeah, I think this thing is at capacity from the crude oil that's coming in. But there is actually more desire for fuel across the map. So if I wanted more, what I would have to do is probably bring this crude online, bring it over to the Royal Refinery, get this to level up to the next level. So deliver 800 to make 400, and then 400 would be here. It would get to 300. And look, all the trucks just turned up, and in 1894. So yeah, this is a 1900. As in 5 or 6 years, is a good point to start if you want to have a non-horse-drawn carriage. How are we going for money? So yeah, some of those delivery things are not great. Line 5, I'm surprised you haven't made money yet. You're getting close. And yeah, so what I'm looking for, wrong menu, is who is overloaded. Everything is very good. That is awesome to see. It means we are doing the right thing. Who has 137? Stop moving. So this one. Wow, okay, this is full. I am glad. Oh, it's actually overflowed. Really, really close to the point. All right, so what we need to do is put that on there just so make sure it doesn't overflow. And yeah, so line 11, this one, manage the vehicles, is running at 16. Where are you going? Oh, you're the one that goes over there. So yeah, these definitely need to be doubled, if not tripled. And that will get them out of there, get some more deliveries going. 94 million, 95 million. It's at the point where you stop spending money and just let it fly. Yeah, it's a pity we never got the coal and the iron going. It's cool and all, but I mean, the steel goes nowhere. So it's one of those dead industries where you tend to just deliver the 400 to 400, and that is it. It would have been nice to get some of these towns online. I am glad that we got nearly all of the tools done and nearly all of the fuel done. That was kind of cool. Definitely two industries, because they originated in 400 supplies with the oil or with the crude, and 400 with the wood. It was good. Yeah, probably Wanatangi got left out. I don't think that's makes much money. What we could have done is backhauled the tools this way across there to give these bi-direction, and then the tools could have come this way. So currently we're using this one to bring the tools across. But yeah, New Zealand, you are interesting. We're 96 million. I'm not going to do anything more. I'm just going to let it run. 99. And yeah, I'm just going to let it hit 100 mil without spending any money. 997. And come on, go forward rather than backwards. Not backwards, 990. And are we going to make it anytime soon? Just need to have a train turn up and things will be good. 995, not 98, don't go backwards. Need someone like this to turn up with their 50 oil and turn it into fuel, and we should be good. And, oh, come on. 996. Yeah, so if I hadn't frugally wasted $1 million or so, we'd be done by now. There, $100 million. Pause. There we go. Well, apart from the oopsie when it comes to running out of hard drive space with the recording, hopefully you'll excuse that. Hopefully, I think we only missed like 30 seconds. Yeah, I'm kind of happy with how this has gone. Definitely some newer routes at the end there that may have dragged us down a little bit. If we get the line, you can see like this one across here. Yeah, this never made us money. So there's a couple of things at the end there which cost us a bit of money, but that 100% was an enjoyable map. I really like the linear nature of it. I like how it really encouraged boat use. The land is intriguing. All these mounds making train lines and stuff so expensive. Definitely a very interesting island map to do. Probably should have invested in trains a bit more, as we saw that, you know, this line was making absolute bank at the end. Yeah, look, no more than that. It was at 7 million profit a year. So the cost is 5 million and 12. Yeah, so 7 million profit a year. So yeah, I think trains is always going to be great. Having the backhaul, that's a super rare pattern to have. So that definitely was very, very beneficial. But thank you, New Zealand. Definitely a fun ride. A little bit longer than I would hope, but at about nearly 2 hours, I think. But I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm kind of a little bit bummed that we didn't get some of this Southern Island stuff done, but obviously its topography gets in the way. As always, don't forget to press subscribe. Shove a comment on the video of what map you would like me to do next. I'm trying to do like country-based maps rather than just some obscure area. So, you know, I know there's Cuba, Japan, India, a couple other ones, so which are being really popular, particularly by people who've done YouTube series. That's the maps I'm kind of going for. And yeah, if you got this far, shove a cheeky like on the video too. Thanks so much for watching. Where's something we can watch as we fade out into the distance? Where's a nice train that we can have a ride along with? There it is. We'll go with this guy. And yeah, we'll see you next time as we do a speed run in Transport Fever 2. Thanks for watching, everybody.